Hey guys, it's Anthony Rumrell, and I'm going to show you how to start putting your scenes together. So I'm going to start with a little cube here, and I am going to just do some manipulation on it. So I'm going to hit Q, I'm going to right click, I'm going to grab this top face, and I'm going to hit the W key and hold the X key and have it snap to the grid. So this is going to go underneath the grid. Then I'm going to take this face, I'm going to turn symmetry on to object X so I can grab both sides at the same time. I'm just going to hold the X key and snap it all the way to the end of the grid. Then we'll grab these two sides here. I'm going to hold the Shift key to select it. And I'm going to pull these out. Now you can see it's pulling out in kind of a weird way. So I'm going to switch it from object mode to component mode. Grab this side again and the other side, and you can see now it's pulling it from its component origin. I'm going to hold the X key, snap to the grid. Now I've got this big plane as a 24 by 24 grid. What I'm going to do is rename it. So in the attribute editor, I'm going to click on it right here. And I'm going to give this a name of floor mesh, just like that. And I'm going to go to my channel box here, and I'm going to add it to my display and lock it out because it's going to get in the way, but I still like it to be there. So there's a little button right here. I'm going to click on this little layer button. It's going to add it. I'm going to rename this layer. Popped up on my other screen. Here we go. Let's name this layer floor. LYR for layer. Okay, and I'm going to click this button until I see a T. There it is. And now it's there in a template mode, so I'm able to use it and access it, but it's not going to be visible. So when I build the table and chairs, it'll be just fine. All right, now that we've got the floor, we're going to add a table. So I'm just going to take a cube again. I'm just going to pull it up a bit, hold the X key to snap, and I'm just going to hit R to scale it down, and grab this middle one. This is going to let me scale between two different attributes right here. And then I'm going to do a little extrusion. So what I'm going to do is right click, go to face mode, and I'm going to select these two faces, then shift select these two faces. I'm going to hit the Q key so I'm not using any tools. And then I'm going to click on this button. This is extrude. And I'm just going to pull it out of ways. You can see he's extruding it all together, but I want this to be separate. So right here, I'm going to say keep faces together. Just going to click it, and now they're off. And this is going to give me a point where I can extrude some legs. Okay. And I'm just tumbling around here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do next is select this face, set of faces, and hold the Shift key. This select bit of faces, delete those. Then I'm going to grab this little group right here, shift select, grab this group, and we're going to extrude one more time. And I'm going to hold the V key and snap it to that edge. I'm going to pull the legs out of the bottom. So I'm going to just select these two faces, shift select these two faces, hit extrude again. And I'm going to pull down, and I'm going to hold the X key and click this down to the grid. Is it down there? Nope. One more time, down to the grid. And then I'm going to hit R to scale. And you can see that's going to scale a little wonky. So I'm going to change it from object mode to component mode. And then it's going to scale the components rather than the whole thing, right? So there you have it. Got a table now. Okay, now we have the table done. We're going to move on to the chair. So how we're going to do that is we're going to take this table, going to hit Command D, and we'll move this over. We better name this table, by the way, before we get too carried away. And hold the X key and snap it over here. So rather than P cube 2, it's going to now be called table mesh. And this one, we're going to just make it a little smaller. You know what we're going to do? We're going to hold the D key and the V key, and then we're going to just pull down to the bottom of that leg, and we're going to move it center point. So then we scale it. We're scaling it like this. Then W and X, pull it over. And we're going to make a chair out of this little table here. Okay, so I'm going to right click, I'm going to go to face mode. I'm going to select these two, and we're going to hit that extrude button one more time. Pull it up. You see that? So we've got the makings of a chair here. Going to hit G to extrude one more time. Okay, and then we're going to select the interior and hit G and extrude one more time, and we're going to pull those, and we're going to hold the V key till they snap together. Oh, didn't snap, so let's hold the X key and snap those together. Then we're going to hit delete those internal faces, and we're going to worry about those later. That's a little harder job. Okay, and you think, okay, we're done. We've got a chair. Well, let's add the interior of the chair, but we're going to cheat. So how we're going to do that, we're going to take another box, hit W, hold the V key, middle mouse click. Okay, do that one more time. Grab, make a box, hit W, hold the V key, drag it over here. Okay. And a little trick we're going to do, we're going to hit F to frame in, and we're going to hit D and V, move the center point to the bottom. And we're going to hold the V key and pull this down till it reaches the top of that chair. And we're going to scale, right? So we're going to scale this down and then scale this part up. Great. Now we're going to do one more thing. We're going to grab this face right here. We're going to hold the V key, W, to get to the move tool. Hold that V key. And, we're going to just grab this face here, just this front face. Push this in. You see that? And we got the interior of that chair there. Okay, we're going to right click, go to object mode, just push this back a little more. And, okay, we're going to make sure that this is snapping to the grid. We're going to hold the X key, snap that to the grid. Take this one, hold the X key, snap it to the grid. We're going to hit Command D to duplicate it. Hold the X key. Command D to duplicate it. Hold the X key. You can see we've got some nice little interiors of that chair. Now we're going to grab all of these at once. See? And we're going to go to Mesh, Combine, make it one mesh. Right? And then we're going to do one more thing. We're going to rename this chair mesh. Okay, we're going to hit the W key, and that's in a really weird spot. So we're just going to hold D and V and pull down to the bottom of the leg, or we could hold D and X, slide this chair under here. And you know what? We want another chair. So let's hit Command D and hold the X key, snap this over. We'll hit the E key and hold J down, rotate it, and we've got a little set of tables and a little set of table and chairs there. Hold the X key, just straighten that out under that table. Yeah, we'll eyeball it, no big deal. And you know what? See that the chairs are going through each other, so we'll work on that, right? We'll just push them out for now. We'll have to make the table just a little bigger, right? But there you got it. Table and chair set. Now let's just see this wireframe unshaded. So let's turn this on, that we can see that. And we've pretty much completed the assignment. Let's do one more little thing. Let's do a bevel. So let's right click. Let's go to this edge right here, and let's shift select those. Let's hit Q. And I've just selected those edges right there. Let's just put a little bevel on it just for fun. So, boy, where is that bevel? It is Edit Mesh. And maybe it's Mesh Tools. Sorry, I'd take a minute to remember. There it is. Edit mesh bevel. And we'll just click it. And it's just made a little design there for us. And then you can go around and mess around with that, see if there's anything you want to change. Okay, so there's mostly extrude, building with primitives, and the bevel. So this should be a pretty good start for your project.